Hello and welcome back to Drama Investigator. Gabbie Hanna recently posted a huge apology to her YouTube channel with regards to her diss track she's making about Trisha Paytas. So before we get into the apology, let's talk about the real reason she's actually apologising. Apparently Trisha has allegedly sent Gabbie Hanna a restraining order or something along those legal lines to get her to apologise. Here's what Gabbie's apology says. I thought I was doing the best thing at the time, but I see now that I wasn't. I truly don't like drama. I wish it didn't exist. However, I do try to make the best of drama. I think the main thing is I have a very different experience and view living it than all the people passively watching it. To me, this isn't starting or rehashing anything. To me, this is taking a negative situation that already exists and continues to exist and making a positive situation out of it. Something that might not be super obvious to everyone else is that while it might be cold tea to the world, it takes me a long time to process stuff. I need to take major steps back to collect myself, sort out how I'm actually feeling, organise my thoughts, and articulate it in a way that isn't damaging to myself or anybody else. While the world was forgetting about it and getting bored, I was still very much dealing with the aftermath. I don't like to respond to something until I've healed from it, and usually healing from it for me means creating music or art. When I don't take that time to process, well, we all saw what happens when I speak before processing. Cue high school bullies clip. That's always been my survival method. Make your tragedies a work of art or whatever. It's always felt like if I can make the situation into something emotionally beneficial for me, then everything will have been worth it. Like maybe I can reshape the situation in my head. This wasn't just a terrible thing that I went through. This was the inspiration and driving force behind this wonderful thing I made. That being said, I don't need to talk about it all the time. I can just create the thing and let that be it. I can allow that healing portion of it be just for me and be proud of what I made. As much as I love to explain the inspiration behind my music, some things don't need to be spoken. I'm still trying to figure out the line between engaging in drama and defending myself. Sometimes it really does feel, from my end, that people are allowed to say whatever they want about me, but if I respond in any way, then I'm stirring the pot. Or if I express my side or that it hurt me, I'm playing the victim. I do believe there's a fair difference between starting drama and not allowing someone to walk all over you. When you're a kid, they teach you how to deal with bullies. Hold the eye rolls, please. Stand up to them. Be confident. Set boundaries. Strike while the iron is cold. This is, and has been, whether people see it or not, bullying. It's just normally dealt with in a principal's office and not on YouTube and TikTok. So I dealt with it the way I teach my little siblings to deal with bullies. So on one hand, I don't feel comfortable setting the example that you shouldn't defend yourself when someone is mocking, or spreading rumours about you. But on the other, it doesn't feel like I set the right example in giving this attention the way that I did. I'm still processing this as well, so I'm sure I'll find the answer in a few months to a year or so. All I know right now is I don't feel good about it, so there's probably something wrong. I saw a quote for the upteenth time this week that keeps throwing itself in my face, and I keep forgetting it. Learn to be okay with people not knowing your side of the story. It's been one of the more challenging lessons like that. I'm learning it, but for some reason keep failing the test. Hopefully the remnants of my ego will die sooner than later. Anyway, I'm sorry for sending so many mixed messages in these last few weeks. I realise that my actions aren't aligned with my words. I saw this move as something that would hopefully smooth over a situation that seems to be never ending. But if I was a wiser woman or had a drop of common sense, I would have realised that the one thing that won't end it is continuing it. There's not many people who can give advice on these situations because realistically, not many people have lived this experience or could even fully imagine it. I'm kind of flailing trying to figure it out on my own. I appreciate all your patience with me as I navigate whatever it is that I'm doing, haha. I promise that moving forward, I'll try to handle it in a way that makes me feel more proud and gives you something to be proud of. Thank you for all your love and kindness. Peach out. Now, after reading this, I was genuinely confused. What exactly was she apologising for? She definitely beat around the bush. She wasn't very sincere and she was very dismissive, but for some reason, her fans were very supportive of this apology and she had thanked them on her Instagram story.
Guys, so I am reading some of the comments on the video and I'm seeing a lot of them that are saying basically like, you didn't deserve hate for this, you didn't do anything wrong, and like I shouldn't be pushed to apologize all the time. And I just want to make it really clear, like I didn't feel pushed to address it or apologize at all. I really didn't. I really haven't seen that much negative pushback. If it's out there, I really haven't seen it, but it was just something that I was feeling, and it was something that I kind of was up at night thinking about, and it didn't make me feel good. And I thought this is something that should be addressed and should be said, not because people are forcing me to or I feel like I have to, but because I actually genuinely feel it. And I thought that it was a lesson worth sharing with everybody because I don't know if you guys see there. Hi Freddie. Hi babe. Being said, Call Me Crazy is still coming out on September 25th, and I'm very, very excited about it. So is Fred. Right, Fred? Right, Fred?
Saucy, saucy. What are your thoughts on Gabbie's apology? Also, what the heck? Trisha and H3 are doing podcasts together now? In the first episode of Frenemies, they talked about how long this podcast will last. Now, this is really interesting that Trisha randomly decides to put her beef aside with Ethan because not long ago she was going off at him. There's always some sort of drama going on between the two. So yeah, Trisha is currently beefing with Keemstar because Keem interviewed Gabbie, her arch enemy. So yeah, Trisha's like, well, now I'm going to go befriend your enemy Keem and see how you like it. It will be interesting indeed to see how long Trisha and Ethan's podcast lasts. Now, lastly in today's news, I need a bad bleep. Addison Rae can't stop responding to hate comments. It completely consumes her. Fans of hers are worried. They're all like, girl, you're huge on TikTok and social media. You need to get used to it and stop looking into it so much. But yeah, Addison is a sensitive, sweet soul, so she recently decided to take to her TikTok live and discuss the hate she's been getting. She also offered her fans some great advice, and she actually ended up crying.
You never really know what's going on. You never do, and you never understand, and you never will probably. And I think I know firsthand that things do get to you. And I want to relate to you guys and let you know that I am here and I am like you. And I think everyone struggles with different things, and just because someone has a different struggle than you doesn't make it any less worth talking about or any less worth paying attention to and trying to fix. And I think for me, it's been really hard to adjust to a lot of things and really just figure out where I am and what I can do to be happy and how to still enjoy everything. And I am in this moment. I'm so grateful and so happy. But all that I could wish for everyone else, and I really don't have much room to speak because I'm gonna be honest, it does get to me. There are moments whenever I read things about myself and I read comments and I read things like that and DMs and look at duets and stuff like that. And I can't sit here and act like it never has affected me, because it has. And it has been, in your mind. I feel like everybody, no matter who you are, what you have, you always will look at someone else or something else and be like, oh, I wish I had that. I wish I had this. I wish I looked like that. But I think what I want to say is even if you are that person that you want to be so bad, or you look at it and you're like, they're amazing and they're perfect, and they have insecurities as well. And I really want to encourage you guys right now, if you're anywhere near a mirror, to stand up and go to it and tell yourself that you're perfect and your body is so beautiful and so perfect. And it's not any of the negative words that people try to tell you. It's none of those. It is none of those. Because that is a reflection of something that they've been through or something they're looking at and unsettled about. And that's not a reflection of who you are. What people say about you is not a reflection of who you are. You know in your heart who you are. And I really want to encourage all of you to forever hold that in your heart and remember that. And tell yourself that every day. So please go to the mirror. Tell yourself that you deserve love. You deserve happiness. You are perfect and you're worthy of everything. And I will do the same, because we all need to do that today. And I love you guys so much. And I'm so grateful for all of you. So thank you, and I'm sorry that I did this. I just really felt it heavy on my heart that I needed to talk about this. And your past is not a reflection of who you are. So if you ever had that negativity in your heart, it's okay to change, and I'm here. And we're all changing together. We're all changing and growing and evolving with this world and learning new things and practicing them and becoming better. And I just want to encourage you guys to do so. And I love you guys so much. I'm so sorry if I just wasted your time, but I love you all so much, and it's really, really important to me in my heart. So thank you guys. I hope you guys having a beautiful day, amazing day. Don't forget to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you're worthy. Bye guys.
In the past, Addison has been unfairly picked on by the internet for her weight, and it's ridiculous because she's perfectly healthy, and people do pick her apart for a bunch of other stuff as well. But I honestly feel her hanging out with the Kardashians is probably a good thing in a way, because they'll be guiding her not to care so much about what people think. So what are your thoughts on all this drama? Let me know in the comments.